welcome. You've been lied to. Sold the fantasy that life's gonna somehow work itself out while you coast, chill, relax, and let the world spin. But the truth, life doesn't give a damn about your dreams. It only responds to action. Cold, hard, relentless action. You keep waiting for the right time to fix your life. There is no right time. The clock doesn't stop just because you're unsure. The bills don't pause just because you're tired. The opportunities don't wait just because you're not ready. Life moves with or without you. So let's ask the hard question: who's really in charge of your life? Is it you? Or is it your fear, your past, your addictions, your laziness? Because if you don't control your life, life will control you. And trust me, it'll take you places you never wanted to go. Some of you gave up the wheel years ago. You handed it over to opinions, to doubt, to pain. And now you sit there wondering why you feel stuck, frustrated, invisible. But the answer's simple. You stop driving. You got to take that wheel back. You got to say enough. Enough being soft. Enough blaming your circumstances. Enough waiting for someone to come save you. Nobody's coming. Nobody's knocking at your door with a miracle. If you want your life to change, you better get your hands dirty and make it change. And I get it. You've been through hell. Life slapped you around, broke your trust, buried your confidence. But that pain was trying to teach you something. It wasn't meant to break you. It was meant to wake you. Wake you up from the coma of comfort, from the illusion that things will magically get better without sacrifice. You keep saying you're tired, but tired of what? The grind? Or tired of not being who you know you're supposed to be? There's a big difference. Control isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional. You got to start deciding what gets your energy, what gets your time, what gets access to your mind. Not everything deserves your attention. Not everyone deserves your loyalty. Not every habit deserves to live. Some of you are losing years to garbage routines.
Waking up late, scrolling for hours.
Hanging with people who have no vision. Talking about goals but never executing. You say you don't have time. No, you just don't have control. Take control of your mornings. Take control of your habits. Take control of your reactions. Because the moment you start choosing what matters over what's easy, you start creating the life you've been begging for. Let me say this plain: nobody respects victims. They might feel sorry for you. They might comfort you, but they do not follow you. People follow Lee. You can cry, scream, complain, overthink, blame the world, and drown in your own pain. But at the end of the day, life will look you dead in the eye and say, "What did you do about it?" That's the only language life understands. Action, not feelings, not fear, not stories. Action. You feel depressed, take action. You feel lost, move anyway. Because motion creates clarity, not sitting in the dark waiting for inspiration to strike. You say you're too tired, too broken, too behind. So what? You think life pauses for your pain. You think the competition's gonna slow down while you get it together? Not a chance. Life keeps going. You look around and wonder how others are making it. It ain't magic. It's not luck. It's not because they were born better. It's because they moved when they didn't feel ready. They took the first step when everything inside them said, wait. They kept going when their emotions screamed, quit. Look at the gym. You don't get strong from watching workout videos. You get strong from showing up, sweating, grinding. Feel sore, show up. Feel weak, show up. Hate the process. Still, show up, because your body only changes when you do. Same goes for your job, your money, your relationships. You can talk about goals all day long. You can feel like a boss. You can hype yourself up. But until you move, until you execute, until you do the damn thing, nothing changes. Life doesn't care about how much you want it. It only cares about what you're willing to do to get it. You don't lose your life all at once. You lose it in small doses. 10 minutes wasted here, one bad habit there, a few mindless hours every night. Before you know it, years have slipped through your fingers while you were just chilling. That's how dreams die. Not with a loud crash, but with a silent, slow leak of wasted energy, untamed time, and habits you never questioned. Every habit you have is either building your future or breaking it. Waking up late, it's not just a morning problem, it's a discipline problem. Scrolling endlessly on your phone, you're not just killing time. You're killing momentum, saying, I'll do it tomorrow. That's not laziness. That's self-sabotage dressed in comfort. You think one skipped workout doesn't matter. One day without planning doesn't matter. One weekend of distractions won't affect you. That's the trap. That's how average creeps in, disguised as harmless choices. Your time is a currency. Every minute you spend, you're investing in something. The question is, what are you investing in? Netflix, gossip, doubt, or knowledge, growth, strategy, health, mastery? You don't get successful by accident. You build it with focused time, repeated habits, and intentional energy. Think of your energy like your phone battery. You start the day with a full charge. Now ask yourself, where did it go? On people who drain you, on tasks that don't move you forward, on thoughts that don't serve you. You're walking around tired, uninspired, unmotivated, not because you're weak, but because you've been giving your power to things that don't deserve it. Reclaim it. Audit your habits. Guard your time. Command your energy. Because if you don't control them, they will control you. Nobody respects someone who always blames the world. You might get sympathy, maybe a pat on the back, maybe some likes on a sad post. But respect, progress, change, that doesn't come to victims. That comes to warriors. The ones who took the hit, tasted the dirt, got stabbed in the back, and still stood up without making excuses. Every time you say, it's not my fault, you hand away your power. Every time you say, they did this to me, you chain yourself to the past. You might not be responsible for what happened to you, but you're damn sure responsible for what you do next. Life is not fair, that's a given. But dragging that like a dead weight behind, you won't make it any better. While you sit there telling your story about how life did you wrong, someone with the same pain is out there flipping that pain into power. Someone lost their job and built a business. Someone was abandoned and became a better parent. Someone grew up broke and used that hunger to rewrite their legacy. The world respects fighters, not criers. You don't have to be heartless, but you got to be ruthless with your mindset. You can cry, sure. You can feel broken, feel lost. But when it's time to move, you move. With the tears, with the pain. Because staying stuck is not an option. Your story isn't a trap, it's a tool. You can either use it to chain yourself down or to build your way up. You keep replaying the past like it's still happening, but it's over. The only reason it still has power over you is because you keep feeding it. Discipline is what separates winners from wishers. Mood is like the weather. It changes every damn day. 1 minute you're hyped up, ready to conquer the world. Next minute, you're doubting yourself, looking for an excuse to delay. If you only move when you're motivated, you'll spend your whole life starting over. You think champions always feel like training. You think successful people always wake up energized and excited. Hell no. They feel tired. They feel overwhelmed. They feel pressure too. The Only difference, they show up anyway. That's discipline. Doing what needs to be done long after the mood. You made the plan and has disappeared. You go to work when you're tired, right? Because the paycheck matters. So why don't you treat your dreams the same way? You say you want a better body, but only go to the gym when you feel like it. You say you want to be successful, but only hustle when it's convenient. You say you want peace, but keep running back to chaos when your mood dips. Discipline is doing it when it's boring, when it's cold, when nobody claps for you, when no one's watching, when it doesn't feel exciting. That's where the real growth happens. Not in the spotlight, but in the dark behind closed doors, when it's just you and the decision to push or quit. Your mood is a liar. It tells you to sleep when you should be grinding. It tells you to quit when you're one step away. It tells you you're not good enough when you're just untested. But discipline doesn't care. Discipline doesn't negotiate. Discipline gets it done. Because those who win don't do it because they feel like it. They do it because they refuse not to. Durs. And leaders own their lives. They own their pain, own their past, own their power. You keep letting emotions drive your decisions and wonder why your life's all over the place. You can't build anything solid when you're moving based on mood. Discipline doesn't care about your feelings. Discipline is about showing up when you don't feel like it. That's control. You got to build yourself brick by brick, day by day, rep by rep. No shortcuts, no hype, just straight work. Your potential doesn't matter if your habits are garbage. Your dreams don't matter if your effort is soft. You don't get credit for wanting it, only for working for it. And every time you slack, life replaces you. That job you wanted, someone else got it. That opportunity you missed, someone else took it. That legacy you talked about, someone else built it while you were busy talking. So let's stop pretending. Let's stop acting like life is supposed to be fair. Let's stop acting like we have forever. You don't have forever. You've got now. Right now. Not next year. Not when you're ready. Not when things calm down. Now is all you get. So what are you going to do with it? Are you going to keep watching others rise while you keep repeating the same dead patterns? Or are you going to say, and take back the damn wheel, take control of your life? Because the only other option is regret. And regret is hell you live with forever. Regret is the heaviest chain you'll ever carry. And the worst part, it's invisible until it's too late. You look back and realize you spent years waiting for a perfect moment that never came. You let fear decide your fate while you sat on the sidelines. You let others live your dreams while you made excuses. Regret doesn't hit you in the moment. It creeps in quietly, in the silence of the night, when no one's watching, when you realize the time you wasted can never be earned back. You say, I'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow turns into years. You say, I don't have enough now, but you never made enough to begin with because you never tried. You think success is only for those lucky enough to get a break. No, it's for those who took control, who said, I'm not waiting for life to happen. I'm making life happen. Every second you delay is a second lost in your personal battle. You don't get those seconds back. Your future self is already living with the consequences of your choices today. Imagine the day when you realize the only thing standing between you and your dreams was your own hesitation. The day when your heart breaks because you see your potential wasted on fear and doubt. That moment is real. It's coming. It's waiting. You can't control the past, but you can control what you do next. You can either grab the reins and steer your life, where you want it to go, or you can let it drag you down a path of what ifs and if onlys. Every person you admire, every success story you hear began with a decision, a choice to take control right then, right there, no matter the cost. Because the only thing worse than failing is never trying at all. Regret is permanent. Control is a choice, and that choice is yours. Remember this: life doesn't hand out success on a silver platter. It demands fight, grit, and relentless hustle. You've got to own your story, take the wheel, and drive hard, even when the road's rough, even when the nights are dark, even when your mind tells you to quit. As the great Vince Lombardi said, the difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack of will. That will, your iron will, is what separates those who live by chance from those who live by choice. You have to be the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. You cannot wait for the perfect moment, because perfect moments are myths told by those afraid to act. As Tony Robbins puts it, the path to success is to take massive, determined action. No more waiting for the stars to align. No more blaming the circumstances. If you want to control your life, you have to seize the moment now. Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." That courage isn't some magical trait gift to a few. It's the decision to rise each time you fall, to push through pain, doubt, and fear. Discipline is your backbone. Action is your weapon. Don't be fooled by the voices telling you it's too late, too hard, too risky. Those are the voices of your own mind, trying to keep you small, safe, and stuck. The truth is, the power to change your life has always been in your hands. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the choice to take control and never let go. So get up, move forward, take control, because the life you deserve is waiting. And it won't wait forever.